Hi. Another video story. Be ready, friends. In the charming, close-knit town of Oakridge, USA, Evelyn Hart had always been known as the girl with stars in her eyes. From a young age, she would watch planes cut through the sky, wondering where they'd been and who they carried. To her, planes represented more than just transportation. They symbolized freedom, adventure, and the endless possibilities that life could offer. Her bedroom was filled with aviation posters, and she spent countless hours reading about flight, dreaming of the day she'd leave Oakridge to see the world. Years later, that dream became a reality when Evelyn landed a job as an air hostess with SkyWest Airlines. Her family celebrated, her friends were thrilled, and she felt she was finally living the life she was meant for. In her crisp uniform, she'd board flights to places she'd only seen in books: Paris, Rome, Tokyo. She loved the diversity of the passengers, the rush of takeoff, and the satisfaction of helping people. For Evelyn, this wasn't just a job, it was her calling. One day, while on a routine flight from New York to Paris, Evelyn met Liam Gray, a tall, ruggedly handsome passenger seated in business class. He was a marketing executive on his way to a conference, and something about his easy, grounded nature intrigued her. During a lull in her duties, he struck up a conversation, sharing stories of his life in Colorado and his love for hiking and building things with his hands. He was a contrast to the fast-paced world she was used to, a calming presence in the whirlwind of her life. His steady gaze and genuine smile left an impression on Evelyn that lingered long after the plane touched down. Over the next few weeks, Evelyn and Liam kept in touch, exchanging texts and phone calls that grew into late-night conversations and weekend visits. Despite the miles between them, their bond deepened, and Evelyn found herself thinking about him more and more. Liam was traditional, practical, and his life was firmly rooted in a sense of home. He adored Evelyn's adventurous spirit but admitted that her job made him uneasy. The idea of her flying around the world, constantly meeting new people, some of them very charming and wealthy, left him feeling insecure. One evening, as they walked through a park during one of his visits, he gently broached the subject. "Evelyn," he began, "I know you love what you do, but do you think you'll ever be ready to settle down?" The question hung in the air, and she sensed the weight behind it. Evelyn hesitated, not wanting to hurt him. "Liam, I love you, and I want a future with you, but I also love my job. I worked hard to get here. It's a big part of who I am." She searched his eyes, hoping he would understand, but she could see the disappointment there, and it tore at her heart. They tried to make it work, but as time went on, the tension grew. Liam was increasingly uneasy about her life in the skies, and Evelyn felt suffocated by his requests to settle down. They finally agreed to take a break, parting with bittersweet farewells and an uncertain future. Life carried on, and soon Evelyn was back in the rhythm of her job, flying between cities and continents. It was during this time that she met Captain Jack Miller, a senior pilot at SkyWest with a magnetic charm and an easy laugh that could fill a room. Jack seemed to understand her passion for flying better than anyone. He admired her dedication, respected her dreams, and even encouraged her to think about training as a pilot someday. His support and encouragement felt like a breath of fresh air. Evelyn was drawn to his confidence and the way he made her feel seen and valued. They began spending time together, and their connection quickly blossomed into something deeper. Jack showered her with attention, surprising her with romantic dinners during layovers and sending her thoughtful notes between flights. Their relationship moved fast, and Evelyn soon found herself envisioning a life with him. Two souls united in their love for flight, soaring through life together. But fate had a surprise in store. One evening, while waiting in the pilot's lounge, Evelyn overheard a few of Jack's colleagues talking. At first, she wasn't paying attention, but her ears perked up when she heard Jack's name. "Captain Casanova strikes again," one of them joked, chuckling. "I don't know how he manages to juggle so many at once. It's a miracle he doesn't slip up." Evelyn's heart sank. She listened in disbelief as they casually discussed Jack's reputation as a notorious womanizer, someone who had left a trail of broken hearts across multiple airports. Evelyn felt a mix of anger, betrayal, and shame. The man she had trusted, the one she thought understood her deepest passions, had been living a double life. Devastated, Evelyn confronted Jack, hoping there was some misunderstanding, but he only shrugged, unbothered, as if it were no big deal. "You knew what this was, Evelyn. We were just having fun, right?" The words hit her like a punch, and she realized that this glamorous, whirlwind romance had been nothing but an illusion. The life she'd imagined with him crumbled in an instant, leaving her alone to pick up the pieces. In her sorrow, Evelyn took a break from work and returned to Oakridge, seeking solace in the familiar comforts of her hometown. During this time, Liam reached out to her. Gently, cautiously, he wanted to see how she was doing and offered a listening ear. They met for coffee, and Evelyn found herself sharing everything: the excitement, the heartbreak, the way her dreams had collided with reality. To her surprise, Liam listened without judgment, offering her a shoulder to lean on. Over the next few months, Evelyn and Liam reconnected. This time, their relationship felt different. Liam had learned from their past, and he respected her independence, supporting her dreams even if they meant being apart sometimes. He no longer pressured her to settle down but instead encouraged her to find a balance that felt right for both of them. In time, Evelyn realized that her love for Liam was real, not based on fleeting attraction but on the strength of shared values and mutual respect. She loved her life in the sky, but she also loved the idea of building a life with someone who saw her as an equal, who valued her dreams just as much as his own. Finally, they came to an agreement. Evelyn would continue her career, with the understanding that they would work together to build a life where both their dreams could thrive. They didn't need to sacrifice one dream for another. Instead, they would create something unique, a partnership built on trust, support, and love. As they held hands under the clear skies of Oakridge, Evelyn felt a sense of peace. For the first time, she knew she didn't have to choose between her wings and her heart. She had found a love that could soar alongside her, giving her the freedom to be herself. A love that lifted her higher than any flight ever could. Did you like the story? Was the video entertaining? Then please share, like, and comment on the video. Also subscribe to my channel now. Thanks a lot. Bye till I come with the next one.